Best KitchenAid attachments and accessories for your stand mixer. We've reviewed several KitchenAid stand mixer attachments, and have some we highly recommend, and others we definitely don't in this video. KitchenAid stand mixers are powerful machines, making baking projects infinitely easier than mixing by hand. This benefit alone makes having a stand mixer worth the investment, but no matter which KitchenAid model you have, it's built to do so much more than just mix. The KitchenAid Power Hub connector at the top front of every mixer connects to dozens of different appliance attachments, including pasta makers, juicers, shredders, spiralizers, grinders, and food processors. To help you ensure you're buying the right equipment to pair with your stand mixer, we've whipped together a list of the 5 best KitchenAid attachments and accessories you can purchase now in this video. Number 1. The best meat grinder, KitchenAid KSMMGA Metal Food Grinder Attachment. Pros: durable metal construction, easy to set up, smooth grinding action. Cons: bulky storage case. For making burgers, meatballs, and sausage, a meat grinder is helpful to have on hand. After all, freshly ground meat offers vastly better flavor and texture than the pre-ground stuff. When we tested 8 meat grinders, we used each to grind beef chuck, pork butt, and mirepoix. The KitchenAid grinder proved particularly advantageous here, as the stand mixer's power did all of the hard processing work. Even with several connection points, the attachment felt secure and steady during testing. I put the attachment through its paces by grinding 2 pounds of beef chuck with each of the grinding plates and making chicken apple sausage. There was a noticeable difference between each grind size, with the biggest jump from medium to coarse. The food tray comes 4.5 inches above the KitchenAid's highest point. I'm 5 feet 1 inch and I could just see the edge of the top of the tray, but not the opening to the feeder tube. This wasn't a problem until I tried the sausage stuffer. When I needed to have one hand managing the casing, it was difficult to get the leverage I needed to guide and push meat into the grinder. This grinder does not have a reverse function, which other electric grinders use, to get rid of clogs. I had no clogging issues with the grinding plates. However, while making the chicken sausage, I had to clean out the feeder tube a few times. Also great, if you're looking for a standalone, electric meat grinder, this model from Weston excelled in our tests. Number 2. The best pasta maker, KitchenAid 3-piece pasta roller and cutter attachment set. Pros: solid, durable construction. Easy for one person to use. Easy to store. Stylish. Easy to store. Cons: expensive. One of the trickiest parts about making pasta is rolling it evenly, so you end up with noodles that are all the same thickness. A pasta roller makes that simple. Like many of the mixer's attachments, it hooks into the motor through the knob on the mixer's head. Simply feed the pasta into the roller and catch it on the other side. Flat sheets are great for making lasagna noodles or filled pasta, like ravioli, but the set also comes with cutters for thin and thick noodles, so you don't have to cut the pasta by hand. We love how fast and easy the process was compared to using a hand-crank pasta maker and found that the rollers and cutters were solidly built and easy to attach and detach. After setup, the machine basically did all the work for us, creating perfectly perforated, presentation-worthy noodles with almost no effort. The only obstacle was keeping up with the cutters as they churned out row after row of fresh pasta. The roller's 8 settings are easy to toggle between, and thanks to the stand mixer doing all of the cranking work for you, you can feed the pasta sheet in with one hand and catch it with the other. The set comes with 2 cutters, one spaghetti and one fettuccine, though the spaghetti isn't tubular and more like thinner fettuccine. All 3 pieces are easy to affix to and swap out of the stand mixer's hub, and the stainless construction is simple to clean, mostly requiring you to just dust off excess flour. Number 3. Best for ice cream, KitchenAid Ice Cream Maker Attachment. Pros: simple and straightforward. Saves you from buying a standalone appliance. Quiet. Easy to clean. Cons: bowl takes up a lot of freezer space. Inconsistent freezing. Making ice cream at home is fun and allows you to customize flavors, but since ice cream is a seasonal treat and standalone ice cream makers take a bit of space, you might be reluctant to invest in one. That's where this attachment comes in handy. It consists of a special bowl that can live in your freezer when not in use, and a paddle that attaches to the mixer to stir the ice cream as it freezes. The bowl fits directly onto the arms of the bowl lift models, and there's an adapter included to make the bowl work on tilt head models. Like other freezer bowl ice cream makers, this allows you to freeze one batch of ice cream at a time before the bowl needs to go back into the freezer again. We followed the directions carefully and made 2 batches of ice cream with this attachment. Both turned out creamy and delicious with the texture of soft serve. Each recipe made 1 to 1.5 quarts of the mix, but expanded to fill the entire 2-quart bowl by the time they were finished. Number 4. Best Spiralizer, KitchenAid 5-blade spiralizer attachment. Pros: easy to attach to power hub, includes storage case, sharp blades. Cons: peeler isn't effective on food of uneven sizes. If you love spiralized vegetables, adding a spiralizer to your KitchenAid stand mixer makes a lot of sense. It can save you time, labor, and storage space. This one comes with 5 blades, 2 for slicing, 2 for spiralizing, and 1 for peeling, that you can easily swap in and out. The peeling blade comes in handy when you need to peel lots of fruits and vegetables, without slicing or spiralizing them, like potatoes, for example. All the blades are top-rack dishwasher safe, and all the parts store neatly in the included storage case. We found that all of the blades were sharp and effective, and we had no trouble with even dense foods, like sweet potatoes during testing. That said, the peeler didn't work as well on unevenly shaped fruits and veggies, but it worked beautifully otherwise and stood out for its versatility. It's easy to put together. After you attach the main body to the mixer, you just slot in the skewer and blade. The spiralizer does come out the furthest from the stand mixer, out of the attachments I tested, but since it doesn't add height and you can place a bowl directly under it, I found it easy to manage. Number 5. Runner-up, Best Pasta Roller, KitchenAid KSMMGA Gourmet Pasta Press Attachment. Pros: versatile, built-in wire cutter, 6 discs for different pasta shapes. Cons: discs are hard to clean, expensive compared to competition. Homemade pasta is easier with this pasta press that fits any current KitchenAid stand mixer model. It uses the mixer's power hub to squeeze pasta dough through one of the 6 discs to make different pasta shapes, including spaghetti, bucatini, rigatoni, fusilli, large macaroni, and small macaroni. A built-in wire cutter lets you cut the pasta to your desired length, whether you want long strands of spaghetti, medium-length rigatoni, or super short pasta rings for soup. Along with the discs, there is also a pusher for sending dough through the press and a stainless steel cleaning tool. While the description says this includes a storage case, consumers report that it comes in a box, but there is no case.